great day, great night, great week, whenever y'all are watching this shit up and through here. And as y'all can tell by the motherfucking title, motherfuckers, yo bitch is back to do another motherfucking makeup first impressions video, bitch. Look, let me tell y'all something, okay? If there was any product in life, okay, in the history of the YT that y'all motherfuckers wanted me to do a first impressions video on, it was this motherfucker right up and through this bitch, bam, okay? Now this foundation, which is the Too Faced Born This Way oil-free foundation, has been out for a good minute and a half, damn near a year, okay? So it's not necessarily new, it's kind of new old, okay? New year, okay? However, y'all are still in my comments on every single makeup video possible known to man, even some non-makeup videos letting me know that y'all wanted me to test this out. I have a funny feeling I know why y'all wanted me to test this motherfucker out, but we gonna talk about that here in a little bit. That being said, this foundation, like I said, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, okay? It is an oil-free foundation. It is undetectable. It is medium to full coverage, and I will leave all the links for everything, not only the things that I put on my face when I finally do half beat my face later on in the video. I will leave all those links down below. I will also leave every single link that I can find where you can find this particular foundation, if it is that at the end of this motherfucking video, y'all motherfuckers want to go out and buy this shit, okay? And so I will make sure to leave every little bit of information down below for you guys to check out, okay? Now, this particular foundation is on the newer side. It's less than a year old, but it's coming up on a year. It actually came out originally in June of last year, 2015. Now, where the hype for this foundation came was after Generation Beauty last year. Now, y'all know, bitch, didn't go to that motherfucker, but the motherfuckers that did go to Generation Beauty were treated to an entire bottle of this foundation because they were getting ready to launch the motherfucker, so they wanted to hype the shit up. That was a great plan because it sure the fuck did blow the fuck up on the YT. However, anybody that was of my beautifully brown skin tone, even people that were lighter in my beautifully brown skin range, or any motherfucker that is darker than my beautifully brown skin tone was asked the fuck out because they did not, when they originally came out with this foundation, abso-fucking-lutely did not come out with any damn colors that would suit not damn bit of anybody in my beautifully brown skin range, in my beautifully brown skin tone, okay? Now, for those of you guys who need a reference, I am NW45 in MAC, just in case you guys are newer watching here. And by the way, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, bitch, you better go ahead and do that shit, because y'all know we have fun up in this motherfucker. And while you there, you might as well go ahead and hit the like, hit that thumbs up to support us, sister, okay? All right. So, the beautifully brown skinned women that went to the actual event at Generation Beauty, if they did pick up a bottle,
that motherfucking bottle was for their Caucasian friends, so they probably gave that motherfucker away, or used it as a highlight or whatever the fuck, or a mask for a Halloween costume because the shit didn't match their motherfucking skin, okay?
When they were debuting at Generation Beauty, they had 12 shades available, okay? And that 12th shade, or the deepest shade, was caramel. Now, you would think it'd be a nice little brown, nice little deeper brown, because typically that's the color when you get a name for that on a foundation. Lies they tell, that shit still wasn't suitable for many of us brown skinned women, okay? So basically, after all that was said, people pretty much started to complain about the shit, and they kind of heard the rumblings from motherfuckers, and next thing you know, they came out with 6 new shades, one of which is what I'm holding in my hand. I will tell you guys more about those 6 shades later on in the video because there's more that I gotta talk about with that shit. Okay, so this is $39 retail, okay? So we are in the range of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD type foundations, okay? So this is supposed to be, it's just a few dollars more. This is $43, okay? And this is $39, all right? I would have loved to have said that I had gotten this in the store. However, I did not, and I'll tell you all about that later on in the video as well. The color that I got this in is mahogany, which is the deepest, darkest shade they have, because now they have 18 new shades. Those 18 new shades that they came out, or the 6 new shades that came out with that made it 18, 2 of which were more for the Caucasian sisters, very light Caucasian sisters. Okay, so they had 2 colors. The 2 colors that they came out with on the lighter side were snow and pearl. Okay, so those were for our lighter skinned sisters on the Caucasian side, okay, much lighter, okay, and those are actually the 2 lightest shades that they have, and then the other 4 shades were supposed to suit our darker skinned women. More details on that later, okay. Now, this particular foundation not only is supposed to be undetectable, as in you were born this way, you know what I'm saying? But in addition to that fact, it is supposed to be undetectable. It's supposed to help to also improve elasticity in the skin. It is infused with coconut and berries and juices. It's coconut oil, okay? That's supposed to also help with your skin. So I guess as you wear this motherfucker, it's supposed to improve your skin, okay? So it's supposed to be very healthy, and it is medium to full coverage, okay? And it is supposed to be buildable, all right? So we're gonna check this out. Now let me go ahead and show you guys the packaging. Okay, boom. And of course the color is up here on top, as I showed you guys earlier. Now you guys know I ain't never used this foundation before, so we're gonna be testing this out for the very first time, opening it up for the very first time right here on camera. And there's the packaging, boom. Okay, very, very nice packaging. It is a frosted glass bottle, in case you guys can't tell, and a nice little cap, and I absolutely love that gold. You guys know my obsession with the color combination black and gold. Bam. And it does have a pump, bitch. It better have a pump for $39 motherfucking dollars, okay? Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna check out the color mahogany. It is the deepest, darkest shade, and we're gonna see if, in fact, I can actually rock this shit. But you know, if the shit don't work, I'ma still rock that motherfucker anyway, because that's what I do for y'all, okay? So here we go. Bam. That's the color right there. It is thick. Consistency for show. Ew, oh yeah, it's thick as fuck. Oh, bitch, I don't know about this color, bitch. Ooh, it is red. This is a red shade. I put a lot on my hand, as you guys can see, so I'll go ahead and put that on my face. But bitch, do y'all see? I don't know. We have... That's on some Oompa Loompa status right there, bitch. Okay, but we gonna see. I'm trying to be fair. Okay, so here we go. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and put this motherfucker on my face. The only thing that I have done to my face is, of course, as I usually do, I concealed under my eyes. So I concealed right here, because you guys know I have that grayness around and under my eye, all right? Outside of that, I am completely barefaced. So here we go. Ooh! Okay. Mahogany, right? Here we go. If y'all see any laces, because I'm wearing a wig, so just disregard that shit. I don't want the foundation all over the motherfucking wig, bitch. Oh, shit. Hold up. Let me use my motherfucking clips. They right here any damn way. We're going to go ahead and just clip it back. I don't smell anything with this foundation at all. It's actually scent-free, fragrance-free, okay? And it does smooth out very, very well. That is layer number 1. Now you guys know I have some hyperpigmentation on this side of my face. I also have recently had some scars from just some bumps and that kind of thing, you know, that time of the month or whatever. And so it does pretty well cover those areas, specifically the couple dark marks that I had right over it, up and through here. And that's just layer number 1. But as you guys can see, boom, okay? And that's what it looks like. So I've only put it pretty much over here on this side of my face. Very, very nice looking so far as the finish, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue to let it set, okay? Because it really doesn't promise any particular finish as far as like matte or whatever the case. It just promises glowing skin. It's supposed to look like you just woke up the fuck like this, okay? Like on some Beyonce type levels, okay? Okay, so here's my face, and I've actually applied it all over the place, all right? And I went ahead and waited about 5 minutes or so, because I wanted to make sure to let it set to show you guys what it looks like after it's completely set for a little bit of time. And this is pretty much what it looks like, okay? So I'm gonna come up close. As you guys can see, it does cover, I had a couple of very dark spots right over here. It does cover up those spots. I wouldn't necessarily say full coverage, but it does cover it up enough, okay? And it's nice and smooth. It's not a super matte finish, more of a glowier type look, as you guys can tell. okay? Now, if I back up, you guys can see it doesn't look half bad, but in real life, it's just a tad bit too orange for my black ass. And y'all know I like some red undertones in my foundations. I prefer that. However, this just might be a little bit too Oompa Loompa-ish for the kid. And this is the darkest shade. I guarantee you, there's no way on God's green earth I would have been able to go one shade lighter and that shit would have worked on my skin. That I can guarantee. You'll find out about that later on in the video. However, I should be able to bring some of what I want back into my skin with powder because you guys know I test these foundations out the way that I normally wear them, which I always set them with powder. Y'all know I like a matte, semi-matte type face. I like to look beat, bitch. Okay, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna go ahead and give you guys one final look here. Bam. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and set this bad boy with powder and I'll be back. Here is my face after having set it with my favorite powder, which you guys already know is my Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder. I'm always in number 218, okay? That's what I always set my foundations with. You guys also know I don't use primers when I try out and test out foundations because I want them to act like they're supposed to, okay? Without any kind of manipulation outside of the fact that I set it with powder. And y'all know the reason why I do that, okay? So, here's that. We're gonna get up a little close so y'all can see. Still too yellow, too orange. I will most definitely be bringing in some additional color with my blush, etc., etc. But I wanted you guys to see what it looks like. So here's that side. We're gonna come a little further back here so you guys can see the finished look. Boom. Here is my face after a little minor mini beat, okay? You guys know everything that I am wearing on my face, including the lippy, is all down in the description box down below, okay? And yeah, as you guys can see, I kind of brought a little color to my face, did a little bit of contour, used my favorite little powder for that. That's listed down below, as well as one of my absolute favorite blushes, just to bring some of that color back to my face. And as you guys can see, it is absolutely gorgeous, okay? So let me go ahead and back up, and let me go ahead and come on in. All up close and personal. This bitch right here is gonna go ahead and rock this motherfucker all day. I've got some videos to shoot. I've got to get out in the elements, okay? And do my usual errand running. I usually test these out when I know I'm going to get out. So I will make sure that I shoot a little portion of said video to show you guys what this foundation looks like outside, okay? In natural daylight so you can actually see it. In addition to testing it out to see how it goes, I do not touch up my face at all throughout the day. I come back, I holler at y'all, I show y'all what it looks like after several hours of wear, and I give you my final thoughts on the foundation, whether it's a yay, a nay, a nigga, no, okay? So, I'll be back, and we gonna see how the fuck this shit holds up.
6 hours later.
Boom! I'm back, bitches! Y'all miss me, okay? So, this is my face after many hours of wear, okay? As you guys can probably tell by the background, it's nighttime up in this motherfucker, okay? And your girl needs to go ahead and take this motherfucking face off, bitch, and take her little happy black ass on to the gym. However, I did want to pop in and show you guys what my face looks like untouched after having worn this, okay? Clearly, as you guys can see, the lippy is also still intact, but so is said foundation. So outside of the fact that it's breaking through my powder just a bit, so it's looking a little bit on the shiny side, it still looks really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and come up close. The blush is still there. As you guys can see, that's a good thing. I don't see much breakthrough on this side as far as any of the hyperpigmentation on this side of my face. The only thing that I see is that it's starting to look a little bit on the greasy side. You can clearly tell that I'm starting to look like I'm just a tad bit oily. Now keep in mind, all this time I've worn it, I told you guys I was not gonna touch up my face. So really all I need to really do is go ahead and do a little quick powder over it to go ahead and get it looking like it did before. Boom, okay? So it obviously does eliminate said shine, okay? So I want to make sure to show that to y'all, okay? So, I know y'all are probably wondering what the fuck this bitch thinks this shit all up and through here. So we're gonna go through the pros first, and then we're gonna go through the cons. I know you guys are probably thinking like, bitch, you are too harsh. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all do what y'all wanna do. Y'all know I keep it real with y'all. I give you everything from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor. But I do promise I'm always gonna be fair, okay? So here we go. first up, we're going to talk about the pros. Number one, the easiest pro and con is the packaging. I abso-fucking-lutely love the packaging. It's absolutely adorable. I love the fact that it's black and gold. You guys know automatically I'm going to love that for that purpose and for that reason. Okay, I love the fact that it has a pump, and of course for the price point, the fact that it's a little glass bottle. You know, that's cool. They add that little thing to it so it's not plastic like Makeup Forever shit is. Okay. The bad thing about the packaging is, of course, the fact that it is a smoky glass, okay? So when it comes to trying to see if this is even somewhere in your skin range, which we'll talk about later, you won't really be able to tell real well because the frostiness of the glass kind of obscures the color of the foundation, okay? So you really can't tell what the true color of the foundation is unless you truly do check out and sample said product, okay? So that's the only thing that I would probably say I wasn't the biggest fan of, because you can't really tell exactly what the color is with all that frosting on the exterior. It looks a little bit lighter than it really is in real life, okay? So I do want to let y'all know that, okay? Now, as far as how the foundation went on the skin, number one, it's super light feeling on the face. There's absolutely zero scent. I mean, there's nothing that's harsh or abrasive about this foundation. It feels amazing on the skin. It is super duper lightweight, okay? It says that it's medium to full coverage. I would most definitely say this is more of a medium coverage foundation, and I will tell you guys about why I say that later on in the cons, okay? And feels amazing on the skin. It really, really does give you, once you've kind of gotten it set into your liking, and when you find the right shade, that was shade, then you will have a nice look like this. I've actually been outside, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like in normal outside lighting, okay, in natural daylight. So go ahead and check it out right up and through here, okay? As you guys can see, it is absolutely beautiful in natural daylight. It looks amazingly flawless. Your face looks nice and crisp and clean, and just it's just roses and berries and all that shit, okay? Now, as far as the cons are concerned, I already told you guys about the first thing, of course, the frosted glass, which is not really a big thing. It's aesthetics, no big deal, whatever, okay? That's number one. Number two, this is definitely not necessarily a foundation I would cake on, which is why I gave it more of a medium coverage foundation, because if you do start to pile it on, it will start to crackle and settle in lines and wrinkles. So what I did was I applied a little bit more right around my laugh lines and whatnot, around this area where I have more of that hyperpigmentation from some of the blackhead scarring, etc., etc. And it is settling in lines and wrinkles. You may not be able to see it, but it really does show up on my face when you see me in real life. So it most definitely settles in lines and wrinkles. That's not horribly bad. However, I would definitely say don't cake it on too much, because it's only going to get progressively worse if you do so, especially for someone who has laugh lines like my black ass does, and all these lines and shit from doing all this. Okay. Y'all know I'm expressive as fuck, so I got the lines, okay? Another thing that I noticed is that this foundation can get a little splotchy if you allow it. So what I would recommend as far as what you would use to actually apply this foundation is either a damp beauty blender, okay? And that's because it does have some coconut oil in it, so there is it does have the capability of actually spreading really evenly on your skin, but I really think that a nice moist beauty blender would do it best, okay, to get that nice evenness throughout your skin and not some of the splotchiness that you might get from using a stippling type brush. So I would avoid a stippling type brush for this foundation. Now, y'all know this shit was coming. Okay, and this is what I've been leading up to throughout the entire course of the motherfucking video, and it is the biggest con of all cons because of how it went down, and that would be the shade selection, the color selection, the lack of brown tones for brown women. Now, I know you guys are thinking to yourself, hold up, bitch, hold up. They added 6 new shades to their collection, and it's supposed to be for darker skin tones, bitch. If you have ever swatched them motherfuckers in real life and in the store, I guarantee you gonna see that not damn one of them motherfuckers outside of the color that I selected is even close to be able to be a product you can use on someone as beautifully brown as my motherfucking self, okay? You're gonna notice that these colors that are called chocolate browns, whatever the fuck you wanna call them shit, cinnamon and all that shit, are gonna damn near be 3 shades lighter than what you are gonna expect them to be. Even with the name of the color making it sound like it's gonna be so nice and dark for your skin tone, bitch, it's gonna be damn near half-ass Caucasian color because they're so damn light, and they really didn't give us a lot of variety for our color range, okay? The other side is that of those 6 shades, they also came out with 2 very, very light shades. Those 2 shades being the lightest shades of all 18 shades that they promised. So clearly, you know, we ain't gonna be able to wear them shits. And of the 4 shades, like I said, this is the darkest shade. And you saw how orange yellow it looked on me. So that just goes to show you any motherfucker who's darker than my black ass is not going to be able to find a shade. In fact, this isn't even my shade, okay? I really had to manipulate this product. This is not something that I would just be like, oh yeah, let me put this thing on and put my powder on and put a lip gloss on and keep it moving. No, I have to manipulate the fuck out this bitch to make it look like it does right now. If a bitch steps outside for 2 minutes in some damn sun, bitch, I won't be able to wear this motherfucker. You might as well call this a Caucasian color on my black ass, because I promise y'all, if I get a little bit of color, I'm not gonna be able to even be close to rocking the shade without y'all motherfuckers thinking I was on crack. Shit, a bitch is mad that these motherfuckers didn't even bother to have brown shades when they first came out with the damn collection. I already done told y'all that they had 12 shades originally and that the deepest, darkest shade was caramel. Okay, go to the store and go ahead and swatch your ass some caramel, and then you're gonna be mad as fuck when you realize that when they first came out with the damn foundation, they didn't have not damn color for us brown women at all. Not one, not even for someone lighter than me, okay? Not only that, okay, and I checked this shit because I wanted to make sure that this wasn't specific to my location. You guys know I'm located in Missouri, in St. Louis to be specific. Now, if you guys follow me on the vlog channel, which you guys should, which is the Socialite Life TV, I will leave it like right over here so y'all can see that shit and subscribe to that motherfucker. The link is also in the description box down below amongst all the other links. However, when I went to go purchase said product in the store, because Too Faced is in Sephora, so when I went up in that bitch to go purchase the product so that I could go ahead and test this motherfucker out, when I went to go look for my shade, that motherfucker wasn't there. And do you know that not damn one of the new shades were there? Not one of the 6, not one of the 4, but definitely not one of the 6 were there. They stopped at caramel, which is exactly the shade that it was when they first released this product in June of 2015. That being said, they may have released 6 motherfucking new shades, bitch, but if you walked into a Sephora, you wouldn't know not damn bit of that shit because they haven't even updated any of their material, their marketing materials, or the display to even showcase the 6 additional shades. Now, the reason why I know that it's not just locale to St. Louis is because a bitch called the Atlanta Sephora at Lenox Mall. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just specific to my area, specific to the mall where I was at. I called the Sephora in Lenox Mall to find out if they have any of the darker shades and what is the deepest shade they carry in the store for this particular foundation. They said caramel, which is the original darkest shade, which is damn near Caucasian, in addition to the fact that they don't even carry the 2 lighter shades they came out with from the 6 at all. You have to go online to be able to purchase the darker shades. That's the problem that I have, is after they came out with the shades, they didn't even bother to update their marketing materials outside of the website with those products for us to be able to swatch and test out. Now, that doesn't mean every Sephora is like that, but I checked 3 Sephoras out, and all of them, 2 of which were in St. Louis and 1 of which was in Atlanta, okay? And they hadn't had their stuff updated. And that's what I think is unfortunate, because we all know we support Too Faced products, okay? And they also have YouTubers that they work with on a consistent basis to promote their motherfucking pussy smelling palettes and their peanut butter and jelly palette and you know, all that other motherfucking shit. And we still don't have access to shades in our range, which is unfortunate. So, look, I know it's beautiful. Unfortunately, they're not giving us a chance to try out and see just how beautiful it is, because it's just not, we can't, you know what I mean. Anyway, so will I be purchasing said product again? Fuck no. Why? Because we know this is not really my skin tone. We're about to head into spring and summer any motherfucking way. I'm going to get darker. Y'all know they don't have no dark shades, so y'all might as well forget that shit. If you want to be flawless, bitch, and you want to look like you were born this way, a bitch that's any darker than me can't be born that way. We got to figure some other motherfucking shit out. But I do have options for you, and these two options are it. Boom. One is a lower price point and the other one's in the same price point as the Too Faced foundation that I just showed y'all. The one that's closest to the price point that I know has an amazing finish, has a variety of shades, and is, like I said, close in price point and can be found at Sephora, is Makeup Forever's Ultra HD Foundation. You guys know and love when I wear this foundation. I have done a review for this before. I will leave this down below if you guys want to check out the video showcasing the difference between the original and the new one that came out earlier this year. And the other option that gives you a flawless face very similar to this right up and through here, okay? They may not have the best in shade range, but keep in mind this is a drugstore foundation and it's $9.99, and I don't expect much more from that. And that's the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, which I just did a review on, first impressions on, and full demo on. I will leave that link down below or on the screen somewhere. Check it out and you will see it gives you a flawless ass motherfucking face very similar to this, and it's $9.99. You cannot beat that. Like I said, the range of colors on this is not the best, but I do expect that if you're gonna be in Sephora or Ulta or Macy's or whatever the fuck, I'm really gonna need you to make sure you include the fact that black people buy your products too. So that's where I'm at with that. Okay. I also feel bad for those who had the two other shades, who are in that shade, because they got to do the same thing we do. The two shades, the lighter shades that they have, that are the lightest two shades in the group, they have to buy them online too, because they're not available in those Sephoras either. So yeah, holla at your girl down below. Let me know if you guys have tried this product out. It very much reminds me of the Kat Von D foundation, in the sense that the color range is so odd. It's so skewed. It's fucked up. It don't really work for everybody. You feel me? Okay. It's beautiful when you finally get the motherfucker on. Okay. But it isn't what, you know, unfortunately, not everyone's going to be able to get their hands on this shit, which is probably why there really aren't a lot of reviews on YouTube right now with a lot of my color skin tone, because the bitches probably tried the shit out and swatched the shit and was like, oh fuck no, bitch, I can't wear this motherfucker. Okay, so I'm gonna need Too Faced to get their act together. I'm gonna need Too Faced to talk to the YouTubers, and this is no shade to any YouTuber that has these products and that works with the companies. I hope that we are all expressing these concerns to these companies. I pray to God they start hitting up the YouTubers that they work with to say, look, does this match your skin, bitch? I'm gonna need you to come up with some darker shades for us beautifully brown women, okay, and include them in the display next time so we can find the shit. Anyway, let me know down below if you guys have ever used this product before. If you were able to find your shade, holla at your girl. Let me know. But outside of that, it's beautiful. I wouldn't necessarily say this is one that an oily person should go for. And if so, use a mattifying primer, okay? And just know that you're gonna probably dab a lot, okay? Blotting papers, possibly just powdering up a little bit, because you guys see even me here, because I'm hype as fuck. I'm getting a little shiny, but all I have to do is, you know, do a little dab, you know what I mean? Get that all the way together, and I'm cool, all right? So anyway, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. If you guys love seeing this video, to my girl, make sure you guys check out all the links that are down below. I've left everything down below so you guys can check it out. Also, make sure that you let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. First impressions, battle of the brands. It doesn't have to be foundation. It could be powders. It could be lippies. It could be whatever the fuck you want it to be. And you already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SocialiteSandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page and my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.com, and hit me up on Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat at SocialiteSandy, Sande. And you already know I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.